Gretchen Dills, and I teach the bridge class here at Trinity Episcopal School. And I'm going to introduce you to some of the things we do in my class and basically how it's different from the fours here at Trinity. The biggest difference is my kids go to school 5 days a week for 5 hours a day. So they start at 9, but they don't leave until 2 o'clock. And that allows them to adjust to the longer day that they'll need to get used to when they go off to kindergarten. So another big difference in my class versus the fours is we go through the alphabet very rapidly because they've already been introduced to all the letters. I focus mainly on the lowercase letter, and I teach 2 a week. So this is a good example because I would teach the lowercase h, and then we would go straight to the B because you make the H in order to make the B. And that gives them the correct path of motion when they're making their letters. Once we've mastered all of our letters again, which is usually about January to February, we'll move on to word families. Another big difference between my class and the fours is I focus on one either fiction or nonfiction book a week, and we'll pair it up, and we will talk about those texts throughout the week so the kids can really hone in on the comprehension skills that they need for kindergarten. I pulled a couple games and activities for you guys to see how our class is different. This is just one where they we're learning the letters, the lowercase b and h, and it's a game. And if you give kids games, they'll play and they'll learn anything you want them to. So this one, all they do is they spin it. This would be the uppercase B. So then they would find it on their game board, cover it. It would be the next person's turn. They have to tell me what letter they landed on. And I can also differentiate this by doing sounds. And these are completely edible. So I could even do numbers if I want to do numbers. I could do words if I wanted to do words. And it's just a fun game that the kids play, and I can tell that they're learning. This is a fun math game we've been playing recently. I call it Spin to Win. So each child gets their number and they place it on the game board. And as you can see, we not only do numbers up to 30, we also do different ways to represent a number, and this would be tally marks. So then the kids would take turns, which is also something we work on a lot in my class. They would spin it, and this one, whoever has the smaller of the two numbers would win. So they take these cards, the person that got the lowest would take them, and then they would do it again. So we also do 10 frames, just different ways to represent numbers, and then they would just keep spinning and spinning. And then this one, the same kid would win, but they would win those. And then at the end, they have to count to see who has the most cards. And then we're not all work in my room. So this would be a good example. They would put the numbers in order in a pocket chart. And then they were done doing that, they could play in the sensory table. So those are just a few examples of how my class is different from the typical pre-K 4 class, and I hope to see you guys next year.